Alright, so I was looking at this, everything made sense to me at first except for these 4 diodes and why are they there? Excuse me. So, and the reason they're there is, where is that? The reason they're there is because they're isolating the flyback event individually. So what's going on is the battery's going to charge up all 4 of these coils, right? Through the diode. Once the switch closes on the transistor, it charges up to negative, You have a charge path for the energy from the battery to flow through all 4 of these coils. 4 paths, isolated, each with a low voltage, or maybe better with a high voltage diode than a low voltage, because when I made this I wasn't, it was on the fly, so I wasn't quite thinking completely forward. So here you see it's a low voltage diode. I would say make it a high voltage diode, because its job is to isolate the flyback from each of these inductors, of the 4 of them. So the positive from the battery finds itself on the top of these 4 coils here, and once the switch closes, the negative path is established, and all 4 coils can receive charge. And after they do, they're going to invert polarity, and this positive up here becomes a negative, and now the positive is down here. In which case, that means positive high voltage flyback, and it's going to go out in one of 2 directions, through the high voltage diode to the charging battery, which will force charge this charging battery, and the primary battery at the same time to meet up with the negative side. So what you just saw there was this positive flyback punched through this high voltage diode, through this positive terminal of the charging battery, out the negative terminal, through the low voltage diode, down here, through the negative terminal of the primary battery, out the positive terminal of the primary battery, to meet up with the negative of this flyback. So, that's how that works. And it's high voltage, so it can, course through both those batteries like that. That's my understanding of the force charge system here. But going back to these 4 diodes, why I put them there. We understand why we have these 4 here for the high voltage isolation going out to the battery. But these probably should be high voltage also, because if you don't have them there, what happens is they, all four ends of these four coils essentially become connected as one. So they're essentially connected as one now when these diodes are not there. And they, and that means that doesn't mean that this doesn't work like this. It just means that the flyback, what it means is when the positive flyback is going to find itself on all four of these coils together on one end. So we take out the diodes now, and what happens? They're all now in continuity with each other at this point, right here. Right there. And so what that means is the flyback, this positive flyback here, is also right here, It's right here also. And it's like you're combining the flyback from all four coils, and then what? So you send it out in four separate paths again. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of weird, no? Let me say that again. It's like you're combining the flyback from four separate coils into one conductor location, and then what? You're going to send it back out again and isolate it again? How does that work? So that's probably why I put those diodes there, to keep the flyback isolated the whole way through, from each coil and its flyback isolated, never letting them combine. So let's rewind here. So now it makes more sense why those four diodes are there. I just wanted to recap that again, refresh the memory banks there. Hope that was enjoyable. And short one for tonight. Over and out.